Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, in the world of heavyweight boxing, or boxing in general, you got the Saudis coming in, Turkey Al-Sheikh, giving us good fights, and it's going to piss a lot of people off in the world of boxing because it's going to all of a sudden stop all the arguing about fights and hypotheticals and fights we can't have because this reason, we can't have that reason. You know, it sounds like America's Supreme Court. You know, we ain't talking about what's really happening. We want to talk about hypotheticals, right? So that's what this is going to mess people up. I done told you. Watch, especially in America, they're not going to like Turkey Al-Sheikh coming in, bringing in fights that we really want to see, and they no excuses, right? We like to make excuses, and we like to put people on a perch that don't belong there, and then keep them away from hard fights and stuff like that. You know, shenanigans, we like to call them. But this ain't about America right now. This is about England. Anthony Joshua, right, is back, really, you know. Anthony Joshua was a fighter who was at the top, basically, and, then, got beat by Andy Ruiz and then got beat twice by Alexander Usyk. And after that fight, people were saying that he was, scared of his own shadow. He can't let his hands go. He's tentative. He better not go nowhere against Deontay Wilder. Those kind of things. Just a year ago, right? But after him flatlining Ngannou, he seems to be back, right? So, cool. We got Anthony Joshua back. What did Anthony Joshua come in, and he's had an interview, and he said some pretty good things. What is going on is in Wembley Stadium around September. Turkey Al-Sheikh and the Saudis are trying to have a very big event, and we believe him because he's about to have one in L.A., but people are talking about one of the best cards in American history. Then he's about to have a 5-on-5 tournament in June the 1st over there in Riyadh, right? A 5-on-5 tournament with Matchroom and that boss Eddie Hearn versus Frank Warren and his thing, where you got the Deontay Wilder, Sheila Shang popping off. You got Daniel Dubois and Hrgovic popping off. I think it's Better Biev and Bivol and them. All that on that one card, right? That's popping off. So Anthony Joshua will come out and say, you know what? His next opponent on that Wembley thing is whoever looks the best between Deontay Wilder, Sheila Shang, and Philip Hrgovic versus Daniel Dubois. Not me being cynical when it comes to Anthony Joshua. I'm thinking he would like the Daniel Dubois to come out of that. But Daniel Dubois probably is not coming out of that. So let's just see what happens. Anybody coming out of that, if it's Philip Hrgovic, Deontay Wilder, or Sheila Shang, the scenario would be that they just beat somebody's butt who is pretty damn good. Do you understand? So either one of those fighters versus, and even if it's Daniel Dubois, if he comes out of it, he would have beaten Philip Hrgovic, which would put him back in the mix, actually. You know what I mean? So any scenario would be good. When it comes to Anthony Joshua, I got this, Anthony Joshua's kind of like a Canelo Alvarez thing where, it's really not too many people who's going to look great and then get an Anthony Joshua fight. I don't remember anybody who looks great and gets a Canelo fight. Maybe I'm wrong here. But can you remember, hey, man, that dude is bad. And then he gets to fight Canelo. It's never like that, ever. It's the good ones don't get a shot. And Anthony Joshua's similar. You know what I mean? So I don't see Deontay Wilder flatlining Sheila Shang getting that fight. Or Sheila Shang blowing Deontay Wilder out of the waters and getting that fight. I think the winner of Philip Hrgovic and Daniel Dubois will probably be the one getting that fight. But whatever. At the end of the day, your boy, Turkey Al-Sheikh, is trying to make sure we're getting good fights, period. And he's already proven it already. All that stuff that's going on soon in L.A., I think that's August, and then the stuff going on in July or June over there in Riyadh. We're getting good fights. If you just start mentioning them, Crawford Madronov, his 4th division, stuff like that. That's some stuff going on, and that card is stacked. And then you got Better Biev and Bivol coming up soon. People been wanting to see for years, you know what I'm saying? So there's some good cards, things are going on. So and that's good now, and we might be seeing something in the future because the guy's throwing away a lot of money And you know, let's just see if the fighters are going to be with it. I think the fighters are going to be with the program, right? But you know, maybe not long, because I thought the fighters would like to be with the WBSS tournament where you find out who the best fighter is, and that didn't seem to get any legs. I'm gonna keep mentioning that because you know, I just think when you know a lot of times if you can get money fighting easier fights, it's just like any other type of business. If you can make the money easy, well, why are you gonna go the hard route? You know what I mean? And this is the kind of thing that's stopping people from doing that. So let's just see what happens. I just like the way Anthony Joshua was talking right now. And Anthony Joshua was saying, hey, basically, the guy's trying to put on good fights. He wants me to fight the best. He's gonna pay for it. I'm praying that the winner of Deontay Wilder versus Sheila Zhang somebody look good in that fight, and we can have a great fight. So you know, it seems like he wants to have that fight for a change. You know, so me, you know, over the years, I'm not the biggest Anthony Joshua fan in the world, that's for sure. But you know, right now, when you're feeling froggy, it's the perfect time to see what's up. Everybody's getting old. Let's make sure that's clear. We've been arguing about these things for years when everybody was young and all that. We've been arguing that long. Everybody's old. Y'all better make it happen now. I'm telling you, we see it in the NBA right now. I'm just saying, you know, all them old dudes, you know, they're having problems in these playoffs right now. I'm just saying, you're getting old. Y'all better start making this stuff happen immediately, ASAP, instead of trying to wait around. So I'm pretty positive on this. This time, the glass is half full. So I'm looking at Anthony Joshua versus one of these four cats. All of them are pretty formidable opponents, especially after fighting the other guy. Let's just go through them again. Deontay Wilder versus Sheila Zhang. The winner of that is going to have some pretty good momentum, right? Don't you think? Philip Hrgovic, who's already got momentum right now, versus Daniel Dubois. The winner of that is going to look pretty damn good as well. So Anthony Joshua will be facing one of those guys at Wembley Stadium in September. That's good news. Doma Sports Talk, worldwide. And I'm up out of here, y'all.